Welcome to Real Deal. I'm Tara.
And I'm Jazelle.
And this is the Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah, welcome all you lovers.
And haters, we got something for you too.
Heyo.
We are talking about the lovers trifecta today. Before Sunrise, La La Land, and When Harry Met Sally.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to be a popular opinion, I fear.
Yeah.
Stick around while we get into it. We're going to start with Before Sunrise, the Richard Linklater film from 1995. Got an average rating of 4.3 on Letterboxd, which is the highest of the three of these movies. Jazelle, what'd you think about this classic?
I love it. I got put onto this movie and I haven't turned back. I think that it really is a classic and it's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
It has such a simple story and it follows these two characters in a singular place.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. The writing is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The love story is passionate and intense and realistic.
Yeah.
Well, okay, this story a little far-fetched, but
nowadays.
But the way that they talk to each other feels very realistic.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I watched it for the first time actually today, pre-pod recording. So for those of you not familiar, I'll just read the brief description to you. A young man and woman meet on the train in Europe and wind up spending one evening together in Vienna. Unfortunately, both know that this will probably be their only night together.
Or will it?
Or will it? Or will it? You guys, oh my god, this is so good. I think it's gonna leave an imprint on my brain. I was giggling, kicking my feet, biting my nails while watching this. I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm on the train with them.
No, for real. Starring Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy.
Mm-hmm.
It is a trilogy, and it is a Criterion trilogy.
Yeah.
It is one of the Criterion classics, and it's Before Sunrise, After Sunset,
and Before Midnight, I think, is the
something
last
like
one.
that.
Yeah.
Like that.
You guys know how hard it is to make 3 movies in a trilogy and they're all good, if not better than each other.
Yeah.
That's insane. A 3-movie run is crazy.
And each of them is compelling and it feels, like I said, really grounded in realism and real conversations that couples have.
Yeah.
I just love it. I gave it a 5-star and I liked it because it's just so amazing.
Yeah. I don't feel like we have meet cutes like that anymore in movies where it's so fresh and just real and they're having these conversations about politics and God and their beliefs and their exes and, everything that you can think of, their upbringings, and they just met each other hours ago and they're just so in love with each other and you buy it, you know?
I think there's also a really great addition of comedy.
Yeah.
And I think that's because, Ethan Hawke is known to be sort of a silly little character.
Yeah.
But I think that Julie Delpy, she really is so strong, presenting and elegant and kind and sweet.
Grounded.
But then you see, as the story progresses, you see the things about her that are very real and her flaws as a person, and both of them, their flaws in communication. And I think that it's just phenomenal. I cannot talk more highly of this movie. If you have not seen it, I really just recommend it. And yeah, it definitely will leave an imprint on you as well.
Yeah, I feel like it really kind of raises the bar for romance movies or rom-coms. And not all 3 movies that we have here today kind of fall in one strict genre, I feel like.
Yeah.
But God, what a gorgeous movie. The scenery is beautiful. All of the scenes in Europe, it's just so nice and so refreshing. And I don't know, I just love all of the realistic dialogue between the 2 characters and following along with their love story.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed the poetic nature of the writing.
Yeah.
It really just is so good. And I know that Ethan Hawke, I think, had a hand in writing it. Did he?
I don't know.
I thought he did. Maybe I'm lying. But I thought he did. Or maybe it was just in the later ones. But yeah, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, I also read that the director, Linklater, and I think one of the other directors or producers, they base this movie off of their own personal experiences So both met somebody, abruptly and then spent all night walking around with them, I think in two different cities. And I think for Linklater, he never connected again with that person. And I think he ended up finding out that they had passed away shortly before this movie could come out. So they never got to see that it was kind of dedicated to that experience. And the other director never reconnected with the man that she met either. So I don't know. I just love knowing that. I'm just like, whoa, that's just such, I don't know. It's just crazy. It just makes you feel so many things. I think this movie walked so fan fiction could run. Like,
it honestly does feel like a Wattpad story.
Yeah.
But in the best way possible.
Yeah.
It's not smutty or like cheap feeling. It's really well balanced, I would say.
Yeah, it's a strong connection. Sometimes you meet somebody and you never stop thinking about that, So I think that kind of brings us on that high. We're going to pivot to When Harry Met Sally, the 1989 film.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. I want to start. Let me read the description first before I put my full opinion out here. During their travel from Chicago to New York, Harry and Sally debate whether or not sex ruins a friendship between a man and a woman. 11 years later, and they're still no closer to finding the answer. This is a cult classic movie, and I didn't like it. So I just want to start by saying that I didn't like it. When these characters meet, they're supposedly college students. Billy Crystal, I do not believe that you are a college student.
Well, yeah.
I'm not buying it. You looked about like 30. Yeah. No, I'm not digging it.
Did you hear the cats hissing when you were talking about the movie?
Because they agree.
They agree. They agree. The cats don't like it either.
As they should.
Oh my God. God. Okay. Sorry to cut you off. I just be thinking about this. Okay. Billy Crystal, old man. Old man in this movie. I just can't.
Old is sexy, by the way. But in this case...
If they put Idris Elba in his place, I'd have no problem.
Eating it up. I'm buying it. You can tell me he's 18. I don't care.
You know what?
No questions asked.
I'm buying it.
Maybe he's Anne Rice 18. That's fine. I don't care. I don't know. It's not like age was the only problem. I just wasn't into it.
He's just, honestly, he's just unappealing, unfunny.
Yeah.
I really didn't like it. Meg Ryan's character is so whiny. They're both so whiny.
They're really irritating. And at the end when they got together, I was like, yeah, two irritating people that honestly belong together. Like, you guys are annoying everyone around you. I'm annoyed.
You know what?
I'm not into it.
It is, low-key, we've all met this couple.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. We've all met this couple that is like, you know how people are like, oh, heterosexual couples hate each other.
Do they even like each other? This is the model for that couple. Yeah. I'm not buying it. Like, I feel like they're gonna start beefing in front of me and then I'm gonna have to leave the dinner. I'm uncomfortable.
It's really just like, they're just insufferable, and their banter between each other, I could see how, like, some people could be like, he's only saying that because he loves her. But I don't think it's, like, cute or funny or anything.
No.
It's just, like, very annoying, and she's very whiny, and the whole time it's like, God, you guys are eye-fucking each other the whole time, just get together. And I think that's why that was the relief in the movie when they finally got together. I was like, thank God.
Put an end to it. What did I like about this movie? This man's cable knit sweaters. Gotta say, it goes down in history as top-notch quality. When I think of movies with great sweaters, I think of Knives Out. I think of When Harry Met Sally.
Harry Met Sally, great sweaters.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful sweaters. They don't make sweaters like that no more. But they also don't make rom-coms like this anymore. And I'm thankful. That was excruciating. We watched this in an attempt to remedy the fact that we hadn't seen some classics. We also watched Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
Maybe that was the downfall, is watching something that set the bar so high.
Did we watch that in the same day?
I hope we didn't, but I think that we did.
I think we did.
We
were crying during Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice. Matthew McFadden.
Oh my God.
I love you.
Love.
I love you. Keira Knightley, I love you. And I think
her.
that is that's an example of banter between a couple. They actually hated each other.
They hated
took it to another level.
You know what? That is the perfect parallel.
Yeah.
Because when Harry met Sally, like their banter back and forth is just annoying.
Yeah.
But when Mr. Darcy does it, something's just different.
The hand clench? Oh, God. Billy Crystal could never do that.
He could never clench his hand that way.
He could never do that. Jigsaw could surgically sew his fingers to the palm of his hand, and the hand clench would not, it wouldn't even come close. I'm so sorry.
Dude, we were sending each other gifts about that for weeks.
I need you guys to know that we were also kind of doubtful about Pride and Prejudice.
We were Pride and Prejudice
haters.
Yeah. Deniers.
We were being really judgmental because we had never seen the movie.
Yeah.
But I just was like, I don't really understand the hype. Like, I'm not always a time period person. It really takes a lot to get me invested in that kind of story. I have read the book and I enjoyed the book, but I was like, I just don't understand how an adaptation to screen would be interesting in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
End of the movie, I'm sobbing my eyes out.
Oh,
like, it's over for me. I'm done for.
When he was walking through that field, we were
holding
each other. We were
losing my mind.
There he is.
No.
With his shirt undone.
No.
Please. Billy Crystal.
If you're a Succession fan, by the way, and you haven't seen Pride and Prejudice,
yes,
you should go watch that.
You have to watch Pride and Prejudice if you're a fan of Succession. I can't even talk. I'm drooling. I'm foaming at the mouth for that movie.
Just another example of sideburns well done, because Billy Crystal has sideburns in When Harry Met Sally, and I felt like I wanted to take a lawnmower to his face. It really just wasn't working for me.
No.
Not much about that movie works for me. The end scene, even where he's confessing his love on New Year's and Meg Ryan is just kind of over it before he even begins. She's just like, I can't do this with you, Harry. Like, I can't. And then he goes on that tangent about how much he loves her and, like, how picky she is when she orders sandwiches and, like, yada, yada. Listen, it was fine. It was acceptable. It was okay. Did it come close to Mr. Darcy's speeches? Not even. Didn't hold a candle, didn't hold a matchstick. Didn't hold a flume. Didn't hold anything. Nothing. Not even a swisher. Didn't hold a swisher to that.
Yeah. I don't even know. It was just Meg Ryan's performance, not great. Carrie Fisher, I do think was a good character.
Yeah, I enjoyed her.
I think every scene that she was in felt like she gave it life.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will say my favorite part about this movie is Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Just because she's just herself.
Yeah.
She was fun and she offered like a different perspective. And yeah, that was about everything that I liked about the movie, and I liked when it ended.
I liked that it was 96 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Good runtime.
Sexy runtime. It was over before we knew it.
Yeah. And
good cable knit sweaters, and that's really all that I have to say. And Jazelle and I are really in the minority with this. I understand. Like I said, this movie has a 4.0 on Letterboxd. It's, critically acclaimed, is like, oh, great rom-com. We have the Letterboxd page pulled up right now, you guys, and all I'm seeing is like 5 stars from everybody, and I gotta say, it wasn't doing it for me. It wasn't, yeah.
And you know what? If you like it, let us know what we're missing.
Yeah, please.
Because I don't get it.
No, I don't understand. It fully just doesn't compute to me.
It really doesn't. And, with that being said, I guess watch the movie if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And formulate your own opinion.
Yeah. Let us know what you think.
Yeah. Just because I really expected to be wowed by this movie.
No, they talk about it like it saved the genre.
Yeah. And I love rom-coms. I know you're not particularly a fan of rom-coms.
Yeah.
But I love rom-coms. I watch them frequently. Like, this just... I don't get how it was the blueprint.
No.
Like, I really don't.
No. I think if it was any longer, we probably would have given up.
Dude, honestly.
I think I'd watch Apocalypse Now again before I watched that. At least there's something going on.
Right. And it was, that being said, that runtime is pretty short.
Yeah.
We've sat through way longer movies.
Mm-hmm.
I would honestly rather sit through The Green Knight.
Yeah. Nobody come for us, by the way.
Squinting.
We'll talk about that later.
But to look at Dev Patel for even a second more than Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan in this movie. I don't know.
Which is saying a lot because you can't even see anything in The Great Night. We were on a gaffer shortage. I couldn't see a damn thing. Like, I don't know what happened. Every gaffer was booked when that movie was being filmed. I'm squinting like nobody's business. I'm turning all the lights off in my house. I'm turning the lights back on in my house. I'd rather watch that again.
Right.
So I get to see him and Barry Keoghan, and you know what? That's worth it.
Honestly. So, you know, When Harry Met Sally.
Downvote.
When Harry Met Sally.
Nothing happened. Nothing changed. Happened. The world didn't stop.
No.
However, the world did stop when we talk about Mia and Sebastian. Anyway, you guys are not listening to this to hear us sing, which we appreciate.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're going to talk about La La Land, Damien Chazelle's just wonder of a movie, 2016 film starring Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone. Here we go again with the description. Mia, an aspiring actress, serves lattes to movie stars in between auditions, and Sebastian, a jazz musician, scrapes by playing cocktail party gigs in dingy bars. But as success mounts, they're faced with decisions that begin to fray the fragile fabric, that was kind of crazy, of their love affair, and the dreams they work so hard to maintain in each other's threaten to rip them apart. Someone got a little crazy with the alliteration for that one. That was like...
Damn, who came up with this?
Fray the fragile fabric.
Whoever wrote the letterbox description for La La Land and then compare it to When Harry Met Sally is crazy.
Yeah.
You know...
I think they're like us. I think that they preferred La La Land.
Here's to the fools who dream.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
They really did snap.
When Harry Met Sally's is... Can two friends sleep together and still love each other in the morning? Which is the most heterosexual description of a movie I've ever read in my life. That's all that you need to know.
Oh my God.
Answer the question for yourself. Back to La La Land.
Anyways.
Oh my God. I love this movie.
Here's to the fools that dream. Ryan Gosling, you are so beautiful.
This movie is everything. It's truly everything. I think this is one of those movies that I think if you haven't seen it, maybe you feel like it's overhyped or, you know, you're like, oh, I'll get around to watching that. As soon as possible, please go see it. Please.
You have to understand also, if you are a La La Land hater or have never seen this movie, this is a made for Hollywood movie.
Yeah. This is a love letter
for Oscars movie.
Yeah.
You know, everything from it being a musical to the lighting, to the costuming, the story, the plot twist.
LA everywhere. LA everywhere.
Oh my God.
Echo Park.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Griffith Observatory.
Yeah. Just
Jesus.
beautiful. I don't know if Echo Park's in there. We're going to cut that out. I don't even know. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I have no idea. I don't live there. Jesus. Also, John Legend is in this.
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. Leaning
John
Tower
Legend.
of Pisa.
When? Oh, yes, he is in the band.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. J.K. Simmons, too, a Damien Chazelle regular.
Yeah.
You can catch him in Whiplash.
I like him.
Yeah, I do too.
He scares me.
It's giving Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Really frightening, really bald.
It's giving bald. It's giving Lex Luthor.
What an episode this is.
I promise we're sober right now.
No, we are. We are. We just had a lot to say and we wanted to have a looser format for this because we're talking about three really enjoyable topics. Two enjoyable movies and one I love to hate. So, yeah, La La Land is beautiful. I think I can be a bit of a cynic when it comes to rom-coms, but oh my God, I was sobbing by the end of this.
I wanted to hate this so bad.
I did too. Because what do you mean it's a movie about white people teaching me about jazz?
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That's crazy. But you know what?
Jazz club named Sebs.
You know what? They did the damn thing, though.
No, they got me.
They got me. I was in tears by the end. So
yeah.
they did that correctly. It just was great. It was great.
I saw it in the theaters when it came out, sobbing.
Yeah.
I was sobbing. And I think I saw it more than once. And I fucking loved it.
Yeah. It's
Everything
just so good.
Is so good.
Special mention of Jeffrey here because this is his favorite movie. He lives and dies and breathes this movie. And he showed it to me and I was very resistant. But I was crying by the end. It was so good and so beautiful. And I think that even if you are not really into romance movies, I think you could even call this like an anti-love movie.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
just
totally,
for the way that it goes. I think it's just worth checking out. It's just so beautiful. Every scene is absolutely gorgeous. And then after you watch this, please check out Babylon. I feel like if La La Land is a love letter to Hollywood, Babylon is a hate letter. And I think it's absolutely worth checking out.
I feel like Babylon was a sleeper.
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of went under the radar.
Yeah. People didn't like that.
No.
And I really loved Babylon too. I enjoyed it.
No, the
3-hour
whole thing
runtime.
was really interesting.
It was great. I thought that it was great.
Yeah.
Worth checking out.
But man, I have to admit something on the pod.
Yes.
I low-key was an Emma Stone hater.
Really?
Yes.
I love Emma Stone.
Okay, I liked her in Easy A.
Okay.
I did not like her in The Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, I forgot she was in that,
Yeah.
which says enough,
Yeah.
I feel like.
And a couple other things that she was in, I just did not love.
Yeah.
And so I think I kind of took it a little personally. And so La La Land, I was like, ooh, oh my God, she's so good. And then I think she did something else after La La Land, and I was like, ugh. And then she did The Favorite. The
Favorite is crazy.
And I was like, oh, I love her again.
Yeah.
And then she did something else, and I was like, ugh, she lost me again. And then she did Poor Things, and I was like, okay, wait.
I'm a fan.
Maybe Emma is my girl.
No, I love her work. I love the work she does with Yorgos, The Favorite, and Poor Things.
The Range.
So good.
The Range.
So good. And who doesn't love Easy A? But La La Land, amazing. Amazing work. I feel like not even her best after watching Poor Things. I think that is just crazy. Crazy display of her range. But La La Land is beautiful.
Yeah. And
it's great.
Ryan Gosling as the main male lead. Oh, Hollywood, you got it. You got it. You got it.
You might have chewed that one. You might have ate that one.
Swallowed.
Yeah, may have devoured. I don't know.
Shitted on him. Shitted on him with Ryan Gosling. He is a performing man. We've all seen the Mickey Mouse Club audition tapes.
Oh yeah, dude, of him dancing. Crazy.
He gives it his all.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not surprised that he was such a great Ken in Barbie.
Yeah.
We've seen this man before.
Yeah.
He was tap dancing his little heart out on Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
La La Land.
I'm sorry to say that I do think that he steals the show in Barbie. And before people are like, oh, you're missing the plot of Barbie. Babes, I know the plot of Barbie. I'm just telling you that, like, we watched the same movie and he delivered.
He did deliver.
He delivered.
And unfortunately, that is shown in the Oscar noms.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh my God, isn't it so ironic that the movie about women, blah, 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 blah. And then she wasn't even nominated. And you know what?
She doesn't need to be nominated.
She got her flowers.
There wasn't anything, like, super groundbreaking.
Yeah.
You want to talk about groundbreaking by Margot Robbie? Let me go back to Babylon. Go watch that.
Margot Robbie, I think, has had some really amazing roles.
Yeah.
I think that Barbie was a good role.
Yeah.
She was great Barbie. Perfect Barbie.
Yeah.
You know what? But outstanding performance by Margot Robbie?
Not when she has so many better performances. I think if this was an actress who was mid, you could say that. But I think that Margot Robbie's range is actually so insane that it's almost insulting to be like, this is her best.
Yeah.
It's just not.
You know what? I 100% agree with that sentiment. She's given such character in so many other roles that I think are stronger than Barbie.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know this is a full pivot. Margot Robbie's not in any of the 3 movies mentioned. And we will dive more into this in our Oscar episode, which you guys can again look forward to. But yeah, I feel like all of the chit chat around the Oscars conversations and like her being slighted. Margot Robbie is also a producer, and she has said publicly that she cares very much about her work as a producer. And she is given her flowers for that. If you are nominated for, what is it? I think Best Picture, that goes to the producers. Yeah. And so it got the nomination for that. And I think that that's really what she cares about. I think everybody gets their appropriate amount of flowers. You know,
all really of this to highlight Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Who...
Spectacular. Just showstopper. So funny in that. And even in La La Land, just so enjoyable, so talented.
Good, you know?
Yeah.
And I hate to see him sad.
Me
hate
too.
to see Ryan Gosling sad.
The end scenes of La La Land.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I know you said you've seen this several times. I think when this movie finished, I told Jeffrey that I would actually be okay if I never watched it again because it was so good that I just don't think I need to be in pain in that level again.
Honestly, I've watched it like maybe 6 or 7 times. I don't think I ever want to watch it again.
No.
I was mad at the end.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Like, I think like we've all been in a relationship kind of similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, fuck, it's just like, this is... Fuck this.
Yeah.
I was so mad after I saw it. I was like, how dare they?
Yeah.
How dare they cut this deep?
It hurt.
You know?
It definitely hurt.
You know,
to see her achieve her dreams at the expense of her love, you know?
Oh,
oof.
God. Yeah.
Oof.
And I don't know. They had to do it.
Yeah.
They had to do it. You know, as I've gotten older and I've sat with this movie for this movie's almost 10 years old.
Redacted.
Oh my God.
We're not gonna say that again. I don't like the passage of time. Redacted.
As I've sat with it over the last years, I just have to say, like, I grow fonder and fonder of it, and it's just so touching. And I think, like, the fact that they aren't together in the end,
yeah,
is what makes it great.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's so real.
It's so real. And they both are where they need to be and where they wanted to be, and they're both clearly happy.
Yeah.
But man, when she looks at him on the stage,
oof. That hurts.
That one hurt.
That was painful.
Yeah.
What does it say about us that our two favorites from the three of these are the movies where they do not concretely end up together at the end?
Listen, we will not discuss. We will not break it down. I'm not here to be therapized.
Meanwhile, the movie where they end up together, we're like, that's actually dog.
Fuck that.
That's actually awful.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
Listen, we said Pride and Prejudice was great.
You know, we did.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Look at our Instagram post.
Yeah, we talk about several movies in that. So
yeah, that are really good.
Rylane, In the Mood for Love. Well,
ooh.
I didn't say that they were all happy.
Yeah.
But you should watch In the Mood for Love if you haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great film. Great movie.
Great film. Great movie.
Great gowns.
La La Land. Thank you for your service to the Hollywood.
Thank you for your service to movies, to love stories, to movies about white men who enjoy jazz. Thank you for that.
I think it's just the passion. You could feel the passion in Before Sunrise and in La La Land. And that's where they don't get me in When Harry Met Sally. I think there's something almost more passionate in them breaking up at the end. Yeah. And something more passionate about that ending in Before Sunrise, where you're just like, oh, that's real. Yeah. Like, that's real love. Yeah. And then when in Harry Met Sally, it's like, fuck it. Oh, yeah, you argued for fucking your whole lives and now you're together? Okay.
For what? What does it say? 11 years? 11 years.
Oh, my God.
Oh, brother.
This guy stinks.
Oh, brother.
My leg.
It's just like different font, Carrie, and big. Yeah. Nobody yell at me for saying that.
Please, I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm so sorry for saying this movie was dog shit, but... I didn't mean to go there this episode. I think just comparatively, like when I think of La La Land and When Harry Met Sally, it's just not even close.
No.
I don't know.
No. And I forgot to mention La La Land's score would be 4.1, which is crazy for that to be even close to When Harry Met Sally. I'm not even sure how that's like physically possible.
Literally a point ahead. That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting it.
The score on La La Land is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really great.
The soundtrack will stick to you. Honestly, even if you don't like musicals, I watch this with people who don't like musicals, and people are like, someone in the crowd.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a musical.
No, it just feels so good, and it's infectious, and they did the damn thing.
The color grading.
Truly. Oh my
so
God.
good.
The homage to Technicolor and
so
classic
good.
films is, if you are a freak about movies the way we are, you will love this movie. If you've never seen it, if you put it off seeing it, I recommend.
Yeah. The hype is deserved.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
And I know perhaps spoiled everything, but we also haven't. Like, once you watch these movies, if you haven't watched these movies before, like, so When Harry Met Sally. I would say When Harry Met Sally. I think the results will shock you.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's worth checking out.
Yeah. And if, you like When Harry Met Sally, I'm not saying I hate you. I would never say that.
I might. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
My boyfriend likes When Harry Met Sally, and he won't admit it. He won't admit it. I've seen his Letterboxd score, and it does not reflect what he's told me.
Ooh, that's crazy.
He said it was an accident.
I accidentally typed those 4 paragraphs on how much I enjoyed that movie.
Baby, I accidentally liked the movie and fucking gave it a 5-star. What are you talking about?
Good Lord.
I said that it changed my life, but I didn't mean it.
I accidentally typed that. I didn't mean to say all those words.
Yeah.
Check out our Instagram post for some more recommendations. Happy Lover Season. Thank you for listening to us and our hotly debated thoughts on When Harry Met Sally, Before Sunrise, and La La Land.
We love you.
We love you.
Happy
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
See ya.